The Golden State Warriors are about to shake the NBA to its core with a trade no one saw coming. Sources are reporting that a blockbuster deal with the Utah Jazz is in the works, and it could send rising star Brandon Podziemski to Utah in exchange for a proven superstar. That's right, the Warriors are making big moves to reload their dynasty, and they're not waiting around. With Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green still locked in, Golden State is going all in for another title run. But who's the mystery star coming from Utah? And why are the Warriors ready to give up one of their most promising young players? This move could change everything, don't blink. A seismic move is shaking the NBA landscape as reports are surfacing of a massive trade brewing between the Golden State Warriors and the Utah Jazz, a deal that could change the trajectory of both franchises. At the center of the storm is none other than Brandon Podziemski, the rising young star who quickly became a fan favorite in Golden State. But now, the Warriors are reportedly ready to part ways with the sharpshooting guard in exchange for a proven superstar from the Jazz. It's bold, it's aggressive, and it signals one thing: the Warriors are all in on making another run at the championship. Let's be clear, Podziemski has been nothing short of sensational since entering the league. His confidence, vision, and ability to knock down shots from deep made him a perfect fit in the Warriors' ball movement-heavy system. But Golden State knows they can't afford to wait for development anymore. With Steph Curry nearing the final stages of his prime and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson also aging, the time to win is now. This trade represents a commitment to that urgency. So who's the superstar coming to Golden State in exchange for Podziemski? According to multiple sources close to the negotiation, the name being floated is none other than Lauri Markkanen, the Finnish scoring machine who has quietly turned into one of the most versatile forwards in the NBA. Markkanen's blend of size, shooting, and mobility makes him an ideal fit next to Curry and Butler, giving the Warriors an instant offensive weapon who can stretch the floor and defend multiple positions. This move is not without risk. Letting go of a young talent like Podziemski is never easy, especially when he showed such strong potential so early. He's not just a shooter, he's a playmaker, a high IQ guard who reads defenses well and brings energy every night. But for the Warriors, the calculus is simple. If you can bring in a near all-star level forward like Markkanen to pair with Curry, Butler, and possibly even Durant if that return becomes a reality, you do it. You push your chips to the center of the table and swing big. Utah, on the other hand, would welcome Podziemski with open arms. The Jazz are in the middle of a retooling phase, building around young talent like Keontae George, Walker Kessler, and Colin Sexton. Bringing in Podziemski gives them another young piece who could develop into a cornerstone of their backcourt for years to come. And with Markkanen's contract nearing a potential extension window, Utah may be tempted to cash in on his value while it's at its peak. From a basketball standpoint, Markkanen's fit in Golden State makes perfect sense. He's a 7-footer who shoots nearly 40% from three, can handle the ball, and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective. That's exactly what the Warriors need: someone who can space the floor, switch defensively, and give them scoring without disrupting the flow of the offense. And at just 26 years old, he fits the window better than many realize. He's in his prime now and still has room to grow, especially under a coaching staff like Steve Kerr's that knows how to maximize skilled big men. Let's not forget how Markkanen exploded onto the scene in Utah. After being traded from Cleveland, he transformed his game, posting career highs in points, efficiency, and rebounding. He became a matchup nightmare, too quick for bigs, too long for wings, and deadly from beyond the arc. In Golden State's motion offense, with Curry pulling defenders out to the perimeter and Butler attacking the rim, Markkanen could feast on open looks and mismatches all game long. There's also a financial angle to consider. The Warriors are navigating a brutal luxury tax situation, and a deal like this could help them balance future cap concerns while still staying competitive. Markkanen's current contract is team-friendly, and although he'll command a big extension soon, he's worth it. Meanwhile, Podziemski is on a rookie-scale deal, making him very attractive to a Utah team looking to add cheap talent with upside. Behind the scenes, this trade has been in discussion for several weeks. Sources say talks intensified after the Warriors missed out on a few veteran free agents they had been targeting. The front office quickly pivoted, looking for a two-way forward who could make an immediate impact without costing them their entire young core. Utah, realizing that a rebuild centered around youth may be their best long-term strategy, was open to dealing Markkanen but only for the right package. Golden State's willingness to include Podziemski shows just how serious they are about winning now. It's a painful decision, but one that could pay off in a big way if it results in another title run. Warriors fans will certainly miss the energy and promise Pods brought to the floor, but they'll also understand the vision if it means seeing Curry raise another trophy. Draymond Green reportedly supports the move. Sources say he views Markkanen as the kind of smart, unselfish player who fits perfectly with Golden State's culture. Steph Curry, too, is said to be on board, having seen what Markkanen did to the Warriors during past matchups. Butler, always a competitor, is reportedly excited by the possibility of adding another versatile weapon to the mix. On the Utah side, fans are mixed. Some are sad to see their star forward potentially walk away, especially after how much he's grown with the franchise. But others recognize the opportunity. Turning one asset into multiple young pieces with high upside is the kind of move smart rebuilds are built on. Podziemski isn't just a shooter. He's a competitor. He's a warrior. And soon, he could be leading a new chapter in Salt Lake City. The deal is not finalized yet, but all signs point toward it becoming a reality sooner rather than later. And once it does, the ripple effects will be massive. Golden State, once again, will have added another top-tier piece to a championship core. Utah, meanwhile, takes a step toward building a sustainable young roster with tons of potential. It's the kind of win-win deal that rarely happens in today's NBA, but when it does, it can reshape the league. So where does this leave the Warriors lineup? Assuming the deal goes through, expect a starting five that includes Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Lauri Markkanen, Draymond Green, and Kevin Looney or potentially Kai Sato if that deal also materializes. Off the bench, they'll still have key veterans and role players who can contribute. Gary Payton II, Jonathan Kuminga, and Moses Moody, to name a few. That's a lineup that can defend, shoot, and run teams out of the gym. And don't forget the marketing angle. Markkanen brings not only game, but global appeal. As one of the best European players in the league, he adds to Golden State's already international brand. Combine that with the potential addition of Sato, and the Warriors are building something that's not just about basketball, it's about global reach, fan engagement, and long-term impact. This is the kind of trade that defines legacies. For Podziemski, it's a chance to become a star in a system that believes in his